Welcome everyone to the Casual Esports Amateur League. This is the first week of Season 2. I'm so excited. So, if you don't know who I am, this is the AMO coming out, hosting the stream tonight. We got a couple of different casters coming at you for the Season 2 introduction here. We have Helix going up against Spaceman, Spiff. Both of these are returning players to the league, so we're really excited to bring you back the actual division winner, or most of the division winner of Ionian division coming up on Helix. So I'm going to hand it off to the casters and be worried about running the stream, and I'll let the two of these gentlemen take over. First, we're going to have Hot Honey. What's up, man?
How's it going? How's it going?
And then we have Yolo Pilina.
Hey, what's up? Yeah, you want to do it?
And I totally didn't have you guys unmuted for that. So you're going to have to reintroduce yourselves, but I'm going
Oh
to
my goodness.
mute myself. See, I'm already messing up the stream in day one. So head on over and
Let's go.
talk about the stream and these two teams, and then hopefully get in the match soon.
Alrighty.
All right, thank you, the Amen.
Thank you, thank you. We're oh, there's not much going on right now. Just waiting for the stream, the draft. Pro draft link to get started. Are you excited for this game today, Paulina?
Yeah, I am. I'm excited to see the Season 1 Division Champs, Helix, with a deep roster, it seems. They got 2 subs and a coach here
Yeah, it
today.
looks like they're just
Uh,
using their main line and not any of the subs, so.
all
We
right,
are,
that sounds great.
yeah. Hopefully, I think they've been scrimming each other. Um, So they might be familiar with how each other plays already, because I was part of the team of Helix, and I see that they were scrimming each other a little bit. So I want to see how the games will change now that the games are actually on the line.
Okay, and what were they trying to go for in these picks during their scrims?
I think it was just the usual, trying to get a Zingy on a hard carry, Grayley on some initiative jungler, and usually solo carry on some kind of so it's like a steady mid lane, like a kind of control mage. Charmella usually plays like a really heavy tank. Boozle Bamboozle is kind of like a good carry mid laner. Um, but I think they've been pretty even in the scrim so far. So we'll see how these games go.
All right, that sounds great.
Yeah, so we'll see these picks and then
Yeah, so we'll probably see
how these go.
some tank play, a lot of play down bot lane with the recent changes. Those watching who may not know, the Rift has changed as well as updates to Dragon and its buffs. So we'll see a lot of play bot lane, teams trying to secure the Dragons for the late game 4 buff Dragon potential.
Which one's your favorite 4 buff drag?
My favorite, I like Infernal
The
Dragon.
Infernal Soul.
Yeah, Infernal
Yeah,
Soul, probably then Mountain. And Ocean and Cloud, I just don't feel in the games as much as I see Infernal and Mountain. How
yeah.
about you?
I think Infernal has like the most clear impact. Air Soul doesn't really have that much of an impact, but the Air Drakes are really good for the cooldowns. So like if you never got the first 2 drags and Air Drag's the one and you get 4 next is like really big. But I really want to see more Ocean Soul, because that's like my favorite in my opinion, because just the way that they heal up. And it looks like we're getting into the draft now, so we already banned Cassiopeia, which is pretty nice. So Set, Lux, and Syndra are disabled, as Set just recently came out, so we're gonna give him a week before we enable him in Seal. Lux and Syndra is off the table due to Riot, considering the bugs being too much of a hassle to be in live games, so we're gonna follow those templates, so those 2 champs are off. And Fuzzle Bamboozle plays a lot of Syndra, so it's gonna be like a good free ban for Helix.
So what
And
do you think of these bans coming out from Helix?
it looks like they did their research, ban the Warwick.
That is
Morgana
nice.
ban, Nami ban. I know Ivy Groggy plays those a lot, and there goes Nollis for Ivy Groggy.
Yeah, so the Warwick ban is no surprise. Lucky Maverick on Spaceman Spiff has been known to play mean Warwick this whole season, really. That's been his main champion, his go-to jungler.
Mm,
So, see Helix doing well to get that off the table.
looks like Grayley goes back to his signature Zac from last season as always. Ooh, with a nice Janna to counter against it. I kind of like the Janna here. But Janna into Nollis, though. So really, must be really confident to that. I do like Xayah against Kai'Sa. That's the usual format. Azingi likes his Kai'Sa a lot. Veigar ban for solo carry. I wonder who they're gonna pick mid lane against Orianna. So far, Orianna doesn't seem like a good fit for Spaceman Spiff so far. Dr. Mundo ban. Oh, Mordekaiser instead? It's a good ban. It's a good ban. What's the last ban from Spaceman? What will it be? How do you feel about these team comps so far, Polina?
I'm thinking that we are not seeing everything Spaceman Spiff is up to here. Picking the Jan into the Nautilus, very surprising. They might have further plans with that one. Something we may not be aware of that they have practiced before.
Yeah, I kind of feel like it's a little bit of a conflict, Orianna, Janna,
Yeah,
but they might work it out. They might work it out.
yeah, they do have a lot of shields on that team, and Helix doing really well to draft good champions for Engage here. They already have a strong front line in Zac and Nautilus. We'll see who
Yeah,
they
it's a
round
great
their
front
combat
line.
with.
Let's see what the first pick is from Spaceman Spiff.
Spaceman Spiff really thinking about this decision. Finishing, they're gonna
Ooh,
round out their.
Sejuani Jungle versus Zac. Okay. And what's next? What's these last two picks for Helix? Taking their sweet old time here. Ornn, okay. Zilla loves to play as Ornn. I don't think so. There's not that much damage. There might be all the damage on Kai'Sa, because that team really does focus on Azingi carrying most of the damage. But we'll see what this mid laner picks, because he could also possibly do some good damage with this next pick. And it's Nico, so not so much. More of a CC controller mid laner.
Yeah, Helix coming out with a very high CC comp going into this first match against Spaceman Spiff.
Seems like a very, very
Helix has
simple
been known
comp.
to do this, throw all of their focus into their carry Zingy
Yeah, they did
in
this
the
a lot
bot lane.
last season as well with the same team compositions. I like the Scion though. The Scion's really nice in my opinion. So that's the only, I think, two engages for Spaceman Spiff. Great Orianna with Scion combination. All engage on Helix with Nollis and Zac. Ornn goes in with the ult. Nico goes in with her ult and lands the CC. So it really is a heavy engaged team on Helix side more than Spaceman Spiff. But Spaceman Spiff has really great disengage with Janna, Xayah, and Orianna ult as well.
Yeah, that's a great point. I agree with you completely there. Can't wait to get this game started. And
I can't wait to get this game started either. As we go through the draft phase. Apparently, as the tournament draft. Looks like we have to remake the lobby. Yeah. Oh, okay, okay, okay. A little bit of banter going on in the lobby chat, but that's okay. Okay. A few more minutes. So Nico versus Oriana. I think that's an okay matchup. 50-50? What do you think?
I will defer to you on this one. I do not know much about this matchup. But yeah,
So
it looks pretty 50-50. You know, long range casters. They both got CC.
Oriana has some big mana concerns. I feel like whenever I play her, Nico kind of depends if you can land her spells enough to actually do something in that lane. But both lanes seem to be mostly a farm lane, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Right.
I think all the focus will be
Sion
on the bot lane, seeing what Nautilus and Kaisa can do early,
versus
knowing that
Sion, Oriana,
Nautilus has a
Sion.
huge
Yeah.
power spike very early in the game. Those first two abilities.
There's always another
We'll see
way.
if we'll see what they try to do in the bot lane.
Yeah, I think it'll still be bot lane focused. Orange Sion's kind of the sleeping lane. We'll see if they'll actually fight each other at all. But it could actually lead into something because they both will just smack each other like wet noodles.
That's pretty much what we're expecting in the top lane. Whether or not it happens, we'll see.
Let's go through the draft phase again. I think they might do a level 2 power spike push here on the bot lane. Level 2 Nautilus Kaisa, I feel like is a lot stronger than level 2 Xayah. I think Xayah would probably be pretty weak until 6 even.
Yeah, and we could even see maybe Zach coming down, the rare
Yeah,
for the level 2 gank when he
level 2
has
game would be pretty cool. But it's all, I think
his
it'll all be up
elastic
to
one
Janna's
shot.
tornadoes here to see how well they can counter gank and survive these ganks.
For the most part, probably see these two junglers try to mirror each other, as both teams looking more late game in the Xayah and Kaisa, and strong front line, strong shields um, on the side of Spaceman Spiff around their two carries.
Hopefully this will be a fast-paced game. But looking at the comps, I don't think so. Looks gonna be probably a good 30 to 40 minute game, maybe some back and forth, but we'll see once the game starts. Alright, here we go. So at the end of the draft phase right here. This is the highest division in our league, Plat Diamond levels. All players are at least Platinum level. We have a few diamonds in Helix team, but I don't think we have any diamonds on Spaceman Spiff as of right now.
No, we
The rank
don't.
season just started, and we're going off placements from last season, but should still be a good game either way.
What we do have on Spaceman Spiff's side is a group of people who have played together for a long time.
Yeah, they
You
have some
see, they
really
all
good
have the
synergy,
same
hopefully.
clan tag, which is they came ready.
Came definitely ready. Janna's still going with Ignites though, and Oriana coming with the Cleanse instead of Teleport? Okay. Okay. Oh. Still think it's a little debatable bringing the Cleanse, but we'll see how Fulu
And
Bamboozle
against the
brings it
high
out.
CC that Helix is bringing into this game, that cleanse could prove to be
This
more
is game
useful
one, Cyanite.
than Ignite or TP on the Oriana.
Yeah. If only there's a way to get rid of the spectator delay, that'd be great.
Oh, that would be great.
Maybe that'll be the next thing that League implements. Some controls over the spectator delay when you create the custom lobbies. Hopefully.
Hopefully indeed.
Cyanide coming in with a big bet that Oran's gonna come in with the lead damage. I don't know about that. I don't know. I think both AD carries are pretty hungry in damage. I think they're both probably gonna come in
Sir
here
Nick
looking.
98 saying it's going to be a spicy game. I agree with you there, boss. This is looking like a spicy game indeed.
Yeah, exhaust bot lane is no longer a thing anymore, which is a little bit unfortunate. Exhaust has been really weak lately. There's been so many nerfs to exhaust, and it's just kind of disappointing.
Yes, this is game 1. Yeah. Okay.
Well, yeah, I feel like Orin can't really go in as fast as Zach or Nollis could. He's kind of slow, but his ult could probably start fights usually a lot more effectively, possibly, because he can get the dream knock 5 man knockup.
Yeah, this is looking like a juggernaut meta. At least off these 2 games.
Yeah, Kaisa doesn't really build that many items that can benefit from Orin's passive. You're correct there, Realm Send. Correct. Not
And
many,
Ornn does have a strong laning phase. His ability to create items in lane is what makes him such a strong laner. On top of his tankiness and shield and stun kit.
all I know is I'm a better fan of the Janus of Nollis. I haven't seen that many Janus lately. I want it. It's a really nice, refreshing taste to this lane. So many initiator supports has been the flavor of the month. Not many other supports have been in there.
Whether or not we'll see the AP Scion, I don't know about that one. We welcome it though.
Here we
Nothing
go.
more
Here we
exciting
start
than
in
an
this
AP
game.
Scion.
I'm saying, you want to do it? We can do it. Just add me on the. If you have, since you have me added on League, you can just hit me up with a message. Transition was nice. Okay. All right. Let's see these. Oh, Mecha Zero Scion coming in with a different ruin instead of Grasp. Interesting. No Grasp for Scion. Lethal Temple for Zaya, and press the attack for Kaisa. Normal. Comment on the Janna though instead of Airy. Very interesting. It's gonna be a really
Yeah,
aggressive
this
Janna,
could
I
be a
hope.
sign that this will be an aggressive Janna.
Yeah, I really want this to be an aggressive Janna. Those are some scary Jannas, man. Alright, the game's here. Let's get this going. Looks like it's gonna be some pings coming out on both sides. Standard positions, okay.
Welcome to Summoner's Rift.
This 4-man bush over here. The ward on the red just in case of an invasion on our side. Looks like that's what the blue team's gonna do over here. Helix coming in on the red side. Gonna be spotted by the ward? See? Yep, right there, right on top of the ward. And blue team hasn't decided to ward yet either. They're gonna recall. Red team's gonna see the Zac recall. Are they gonna come in? No? Okay, we're just gonna let it go. Just gonna let it go. Standard lanes. Standard. Get nice and cozy in here. I haven't seen that many Sejuanis lately. I don't know how I feel about Sejuani, to be honest. But Lucky Maverick has been playing a lot of these tank junglers, I think. Okay. Not too bad, not too bad. Bot lane already seen some action. Janet coming in. With already a little bit of poke from her Zephyr. I want to see if this Aftershock is actually going to be really that beneficial on the Scion. He's going to land enough decimates to actually make that count, or is ult's going to be on point to make it count? Nautilus started with shield first and goes in with this Q. Doing tons of damage on Tysa. So Zingy misses his W. Q. Oh, they're still fighting? Just enough poke.
Oh wow, that
Jenna
was
with the flash, heal off Titsy, and no Summoner's Burn on the Helix side, so that's not too bad. A little bit of a
Nautilus
loss.
taking that W because of all the poke he's sustaining in lane.
Oh man. Lane is pushed in, so Kaisa can't really farm in this current state. But it looks like he's gonna push back into them in that lane.
Over to mid lane.
Oh, mid lane gank, here it is. Zach coming in with nice CC, but no follow-up. Looks like she's just gonna get away. Smooth without flash too, just walks away. Sejuani looks like she's hurting so far in the jungle.
Ganks like those are why this Orianna took cleanse. We'll
yeah,
see
but she
Nico try to
didn't
pair
seem to
that
need
gank
it
with
right
an
there.
E.
Yeah.
With her tangle bars and be able to root Orianna.
Top spell goes over to Helix. Even farm across the board. Looks like Helix is up in both lanes. In both bot lane and mid lane, but top lane seems to be Sion's favor. Sion's taking a bit of damage from the Ornn. Starting with Dorn's shield instead of pots. Interesting.
We see the mid lane freezing the wave. Orianna freezing the minions close to her tower, trying to avoid any more Zac ganks as her mana is getting too low to perhaps survive the next one. Hopefully just trying to get the recall in.
Nice blooming burst from Nico to get that all 3 stacks on the Orianna. So it's pretty good, pretty good. Bot lane freezing lane down there. On the Spaceman Spiff side. And Orianna, man, Ionian hungry so far early in the game. Just a struggle. Just gonna have to recall right here. Top lane's looking like a struggle as well. But I think he can hang on. He might hang on right here. 2 Dorans and a boot from a Zing. Amazing. Opting for the early spikes with the Dorans instead of building it onto an item.
Yeah, Zingy trying to make use of the Nautilus pig in the bot lane.
Yeah, it'll be up to IB Groggy to make these picks for something to happen, but let's see if we can make anything happen. Watch Anna. Here's some wards out over here on the river. Nice poke, nice poke. Foozle Bamboozle taking the lead in the mid lane. Right here. And Kai'Sa's finally gonna have to... Zaya's finally having to recall right here. Ooh, it's gonna stay with one more lane. You see the Zac on the bot lane. Trying to do a gank here, but it's too far pushed up. Now they're gonna get the Mountain Drake.
Now we see bot lane pushed in that wave, meaning Zaya has to stay at the tower, get that EXP and gold, while Helix secures the first Drake at 6 minutes 30 seconds.
Not too bad, not too bad. Early Mountain Drake is not too bad. The next one is Infernal. So that means we will see an Ocean Soul. But look at this mid lane gank. Amazing ultimate from Orianna. Cleanses. Nico ult versus Q on the Sejuani. Still fighting. Can they make anything happen here though? Oh, the re-engage by Zac? No, he misses. Janna's here. Just supporting the team while bot lane comes up over a pink ward from the red side. Sion is here as well. Are they gonna do anything? It doesn't look like it.
Oh, Spaceman Spiff saved the Titsy have gathered in the mid lane to support Foozle Bamboozle. Make sure he gets back alright. He's able to push out the wave.
So both mid laners, Blue Flash, cleanse from Foozle. But Nico still has teleport, so he can get back to lane real quick. And bot lane's fighting. Great damage on the Nautilus. And he looks like he has only one biscuit left with a little Zephyr poke again from Taisa. Very ballsy Janna right here. Just moving up with no fear. Nautilus is gonna have to recall because he has like no health to stay in this lane. But Janna, ooh, tries to, ooh. A little misses from, oh, the flash engage from Titsy? Level 6 up, but I feel like that was a little bit of a waste. I think he tried to do the auto Q stun for that Nautilus. He was a little greedy. Titsy was a little greedy there. Okay, that's not too bad. It's not too bad. Everyone's really aggressive this game, which is really nice. It's kind of hard to see what's going on. Now, Spaceman does not see the bot lane come up, but it looks like they're going back, wasting some time, going back and forth between lanes.
We're really seeing great vision control by Helix. They set up 4 control wards along the river, making sure that they can keep track of where Spaceman Spiff is, and if not, where they are warding.
Yeah, I think Foozle tried to gank the bot lane, but walked over a pink ward, so they were ready for it, so they backed up. And bot side Spiff clearing out some wards. Janna gonna ward it. Gonna recall here. She needs some experience. She's a little behind. She's gonna be behind Nautilus before 6, I believe. Zac clearing out the mid lane, looking for a mid lane gank. Sejuani up here clearing out the riverside ward as well. Great ward clearing on both sides, it looks like.
Yeah, it seems as if Spaceman Spiff got all the control wards we just referenced.
And they only put like one down themselves. I do like this ward over here. This is a good ward now that these bushes are not in the game. Hopefully we'll see some alcove action now. I really want them to start using the alcove too. It's just standing there like an art piece. Oh, the cannon miss. It's gotta hurt.
There's great opportunity for Zac to get in the alcove and get some
Sion
good
looks
ganks
like
off.
some nice plating off for Spiff. Okay, Nautilus is 6 now though, but gank from the top lane. Oh, not gank, just a kill, solo kill from Zilla.
Zilla making great use of his ultimate there.
He just uses ult to last it basically. Surprised Sion stayed that long. Carmelo has been trying to peek out as much as he can, but it didn't look like he lasted that long in the lane. kill on the mid lane? I didn't even see that. Oh my goodness. There's so much going on. Bot lane fight? No. Yes? No? Infernal Drake is up in 20 seconds. Lands the Q on Xayah. Ultimate from Xayah. Are they going to focus on Zingy? No. We're probably going to focus on the Nautilus here. Rooted right on your turret, but Janna ults him. Oh, that would have been messed up if that turret hit didn't land before the Nautilus died. But re-engage from the Zac? Are they going to re-engage right here with a teleport from Ornn? Sejuani's in, but they're focusing on the Zac, it looks like. Zac lands his Q. Nico's also here, but Zac goes down right away. So that wasn't Zilla teleporting, that was Nico teleporting. Ornn coming in, misses his E on the pillar. Zac gets away for free? But is this the re-engage? Zingy still has ult, is he gonna kill? It doesn't look like he killed anybody. So Foozle Bamboozle had to walk all the way down here instead of teleporting from Helix side. It's one of the drawbacks of having cleanse, but Spaceman Spiff does survive that botchy team fight on both sides.
A very, very well thought out play by Helix to make use of their double teleport advantage. But really just great on Spaceman Spiff to get out of there, grab a kill on their way out on the Nautilus.
Pop the Zac passive as well. Zac looking to gank mid lane. He lands it successfully, lands the Q, pops it in. Oh, it looks like Orianna is dead right here. Ooh, and a late ultimate, but that's okay.
Great gank by Grayley.
That was a great game. Great game. Right from the
Making use
chickens
of all their
into the lane.
CC.
Yeah, they landed right on top of each other. The cleanse came out, the flash still came out. But it wasn't enough to get away.
And that Zackle is great setup into the Nico Pop Blossom.
It gives it enough time for Nico ult to come in through. Sejuani holding the lane.
Yeah, Sejuani making sure that farm does not go to waste. Gets level 8 out of it.
Here comes the Infernal Drag setup. Looks good. Bot lane is pushed in. Mid lane had to walk back in the lane. No teleports. It looks like a good secure from Grayley right here. Grab onto Sejuani, but she Q's out of the way.
Great job by Groggy to CC Sejuani outside.
Oh, the ultimate from Nico Orianna. Is he gonna kill though? It doesn't look like it. Too much slows. Hex tech. Rooted from the Blossoms. And he's gonna give this blue buff to the rightfully deserved Orianna that's gonna use it most likely. So Orianna looks like just bashing on this lane on her own. Foozle Bamboozle showing where the real carry is in the mid lane. Another gank from Grayley into the mid lane, but misses. Oh, it lands the snare? Ooh, just enough. The Q land from Grayley really set that up, and then follow up CC from solo carry.
Yeah, great use of...
Oh, bot lane's coming in with the fight. Zingy looks like it's down, so Janna placing herself for her ultimate just to push Nautilus just a little bit forward. And will it be enough? It will. Janna taking that turret just for enough to secure the kill. And it looks like it will be first tower for Spaceman Spiff right here. Sejuani finally showing up with the gank. And successful ganks, going 2-0 right there.
Yeah, we saw Janna step out on front of Ivy Groggy, trying to make sure that she could tank the tower hits so that the Tidsi and Lucky Maverick could go in and finish off Ivy Groggy.
Now Herald did get a bit of a buff here. He's supposed to have less health, but it looks like it's still taking a while to pick Herald. Sion coming in, Zilla coming in from the top. Sion's in a rough position right here though, but Foozle Bamboozle, is he gonna be able to secure this? No. Crayley does have smite, so Sion's in a rough position, caught out, had to go the long way, but can he live? He just ults to get away and he does! Grayley tries to grab. Oh, he grabs onto the Janna, pulls her in up just a little bit. The Orno lands on 2, but no follow up. You can't follow up on that under their turret. What a. Oh my gosh. Spaceman Spiff just barely ekes it out of there. Sion is still here with just his quarter of his health. Herald on down into the mid lane. Going right on the turret, not enough to kill. Nico lands the CC and her Hex Tech onto the Xayah, but they splash. Great Nico ultimate, great Zag engage right here, but just enough feathers and everything goes down. Sion passive still here to provide some form of frontline. Oh, it's 2 down for 2. Okay, so it's an even trade. A Zingy trying to move out, but it looks like Spaceman Spiff will have the advantage here, and will probably possibly do some more damage on the mid lane turret, maybe even take it down right here. That was great positioning, great engage, but not enough damage on Helix side to close it out, which was the main concern on this team. Nico does not do as much damage as Orianna, that's for sure. Man, it is even right now, but Spaceman Spiff is up 1,000 gold. We need to get some dragon control on Spaceman Spiff's side, and it looks like they might try to establish it here, but I'm not too sure. How do you think this game's going here?
I mean, it's very surprising game. Not what I expected, that's for sure. We see Helix grabbing 2 dragons for the about 1.5k gold lead that Spaceman Spiff has acquired.
2 towers for Spaceman Spiff as well. How do you feel about this Cloud Drake for both sides? I think Cloud Drake's a good reasonable drag for both sides. Very ult dependent on both sides, so both very beneficial for both sides. Both top laners have teleport as of this moment, so we might see 2 TPs come down here to bot lane. Drag is almost up in 5 seconds here. Bamboozle positioning himself really well, checking out the dragon camps. Some control wards placed down. Nico's at her turret. Let's see who starts it though. Ooh, catch on Xayah though? As she moves forward towards her team, but doesn't make it. Sejuani comes in, but most likely gonna get... Oh man, that was a great catch on the Xayah from Grayley. Really, not enough ward placements from Spaceman Spiff to really kind of see it, but also positioning in Fog of War is really tough. Sejuani trying to look for a steal, but zoned out. And it looks like third dragon in total to Helix. Fools are just walking around.
With that third Cloud Drake, we will see Helix making great many moves to try to secure that last one, and Spaceman Spiff doing everything they can to prevent Helix getting that Force Dragon. With it comes the Cloud Soul buff.
We might see an Elder before 30 minutes come up, so we'll see. It's probably one of the fastest Elders I've ever seen, in my opinion. Top lane just scruffing it. Everyone has a great ward score though. 12 ward score on Knowledge though. At 20 minutes? I don't know how I feel about that. All the ward score though on Spaceman Spiff is just from clearing their wards. So Miss Janna is doing as much as she can. Setting up a gank here on the top lane. Zilla has to flash out, dodges the Sion ult, but does not dodge to decimate. Grayley comes in, Teleport from Nico to follow up. Lands on the Scion and kills both the jungler and top laner. Spaceman Spiff. Looks like they're trying to give it, and they did successfully. Oh man, that would have been such a good gank, but Helix had great positioning there. Nice teleport from solo carry to follow it up. And they do. Zaya walks up a little too far, has the ult. But Fuzo Bamboozle coming in from River. Are they going to focus Nautilus? They focus down the Nautilus right here. Misses the stun. But they're going to fight right here in the alcove. They're going to focus right here on a Zingy brought down sooner than I could say anything. And Nautilus comes down for free. Damn, Fuzo Bamboozle really doing some mad damage with just 2 items. Orianna is so strong once the game gets going.
See the Banshee's Veil coming out.
And the gank right here! Follow up on the pink ward, had to flash out, and Fuzo's out. That was great reactions from Fuzo Bamboozles. And a good pink ward right there to set up for the counter gank. As I knew Orianna was going to come up from the river.
You're seeing a lot of map movement from both teams. One gank's top, the other go bot. Great map awareness by Spaceman, Spiff, and Helix, capitalizing on where their opponent is.
So do you think is gonna win it right here after 20 minutes in the game?
These games, we're about to go 20 minutes. They're still even in gold. If I were a betting man, I would not be betting on this game.
It is even. It's kind of hard to say who's gonna win this game overall. I think we'll have to see a few more team fights. See how Spaceman Spiff can get a better positioning in some team fights. Hopefully Helix can bring more damage out of Kaisa and a little bit more from Nico, but it doesn't seem to be the case since Nico opted for Twin Shadows as well. But we'll see right here. And a gank right here on the Nautilus. Sejuani lands with Q successfully, but Nautilus gets out. Graylee's just gonna E over the wall, maybe? Or he's gonna play a little bit of footsies here. Going back and forth between it. Nico throwing the shadows out. Gets 2 right on there. Lands the stun. Oh, beautiful ultimate land on the Saya and Janna. Just beautiful damage. Takes half health out of that. Sejuani has to get out, but no. They're gonna keep fighting right here. The follow-up from Helix barely makes it, but Zilla comes out of nowhere from topside, right on top of the Orianna. Here it is. Oh, the sniper shot from the Zingy. Now Helix takes the lead triumphantly right here. That was a great maneuver from solo carry coming up to get the CC onto Janna and Zaya right away and flash forward for the ult. Just to secure it right at the end of Zaya's ultimate. Oh, gank right here, Janna getting caught out by Zilla. And here comes the Cloud Soul. Secured for Helix. All 4 drags right here. Ooh, lands everything on Zaya, but no follow-up. She's just gonna take free damage right here. Q, and looks like they're gonna sacrifice the Ornn, maybe? Oh, is Ornn just gonna come up? Oh, he just killed Zaya up right here. Does enough damage. Maybe Ornn will do the most damage in this game. He just continues pounding on the team. They're so split, but Fuzo Bamboozle goes down over here. Sion goes down over here. It's just a mess. And Zilla's just gonna take that. Oh, he disconnected.
A summoner has reconnected.
Will we see the Baron steal from Janna though? Rayleigh does have Smite, but can we have the Tornado? Legendary Tornado steal. Oh, it's a little early. It's gonna make it. Oh, just so close. Nice try, nice try. Baron goes over to Helix. The gold lead is now almost 10,000. My gosh.
Wow, just like that, with the Dragon Soul, Baron power play coming up now. Really, you see Helix made great use of having the TP on Ornn and not on Sion. Even though it didn't come out, Sion and Ornn caught in the top lane. Ornn made it to mid lane first and was able to really help Helix win that fight for the Force Dragon, which led to then a Baron and a 10k gold lead going into 27th minute.
Looks like they're gonna try to force a fight here. They're gonna at least siege the mid lane turret with the Baron minions. This is tough. This is really tough. Graylee positioned himself great. Twin Shadows lands. Graylee goes in. Lands right on top of Orion Janna. Beautiful CC chain right here. Nico ult comes in, lands on just 2. But Sion's just trying to frontline as much as he can. But Graylee comes in, finishes off the Xayah. Still going to live. He lives through it. They just kill all of Spaceman Spiff right here. With a beautiful dive from Graylee. Great use of the shadows from Nico to start to slow him down before Graylee goes in. And it looks like they're gonna take the win here.
And this is why Nico built these slow items, being able to set up CC for Graylee and IB Groggy. They just using their team comp effectively.
Man,
And we're able to just take control of this game in what, 5 minutes?
a little cheeky kill on the Nico before the game ends, but there it is. Game 1 to Helix. Man, 20 minutes into the game. Looked pretty even. 8 minutes later, the game was over. My gosh. They really flipped the switch once the items started to come into the game.
Yeah, Helix doing a great job making use of their team comps, making use of their items, and really just able to win team fight after team fight at the end. Last 8 minutes did look one-sided to Helix.
So Ornn was close to actually being most damage on Helix. Like a little 3,000 away from Nico, so almost there, Cyanide. Almost there. Nico had some really beautiful ults during those team fights, so they really counted for the damage total. But if Nico didn't do that, then Ornn would definitely be at the top. Oriana, Xayah doing the same amount of damage. I just felt like there wasn't enough presence in these team fights. They were kept getting caught out in these team fights and these dives. But hopefully next game we can actually see a more collective Spaceman Spiff in the next game. Because they really just switched it off 20 minutes later. And in the next 8 minutes, everyone just kept fighting and fighting and fighting. Forcing fights onto Spaceman Spiff from Helix. And it's really hard. You have to ward so far to look out for these Zac ganks. Oops. What?
Yeah, Janna coming out with a huge vision score, 55, unheard of. Really
Jan's
puts
vision
Helix
score
to
is
shame.
pretty good. She also had to sacrifice herself though for that vision score a bit though throughout the game. And even with that high vision score, they still couldn't find the Zac in some places. So it was a really tough game for Spaceman Spiff. But I feel like they can come back for the next game.
Yeah, Spaceman Spiff held on tight played around the map. When Helix ganked top, they were going bot lane. They were really ready for what Helix was throwing at them. Well, I mean, I think I speak for both. We're both excited for this next game. Seeing what these two teams bring out.
It's and we'll be right back in a few minutes to get ready for the second game. Alright, we're jumping in onto the draft here. Taking a little bit of a longer break, but that's okay. We already got 3 bans in on both sides. The Zach ban, as respected, on Spaceman Spiff with a
Zach,
Nami pick.
very respectful, bringing out that Zach ban.
Yeah,
Spaceman
same bans from
Spiff.
Helix from last game, so let's
Yeah,
see what.
Helix saying if it isn't broke, don't fix it.
This is true, this is true. CasualEAL is, I think, is one of the good mid laners to go against, so it's a good thing that they banned it. Caitlyn
Cassiopeia very,
Morgana,
very strong right now.
ban on Spaceman Spiff, the legendary bot lane duo.
And Helix going right back into it with the Ornn. Seeing what they can pick after that.
Sion had a hard time playing against Thorin, so we'll see what Spaceman Spiff will pick.
Yeah, Ornn was able
Or
to keep
Charmilla.
that lane pressure throughout, being able to push in the wave, back up, build an item, and come back to lane one item up, not having to use his teleport, and just being able to sustain longer than the Scion.
Yeah, Sion didn't really have that much punish on the Orange, so. Lawless again for Ivy Groggy. Safe picks, safe picks.
Yeah, I'd be groggy. Also saying he liked what he played last game. He did a great job of CCing. Great combos coming in. And we'll see how Spaceman Spiff chooses to deal with that this time around.
But Spaceman Smith making a bold statement taking Nami though, even though they knew Nautilus was up.
Bold
And the
statement.
Mordekaiser pick for Charmello, okay.
That is a great pick coming in the top lane. Mordekaiser, very strong right now. Able to handle a lot of one-on-one situations and turn ganks into a one-on-one situation.
I think Marmelo wants to fight this time. He actually just wants to fight. He wants to
Yep.
just go into the Orange to fight him.
Yeah, Charmelo's saying, don't want to be backed up in the corner like I was with Scion. Bring it on. We'll see how Zilla reacts to this. Mordekaiser was banned last game. So this is a pick that Spaceman Spiff might have been wanting to try out.
Oriana again, so they might just go with the Nico here for Helix, but we'll see what these 2 bands are.
Yeah, Kaisa coming out again. Like you said, we're seeing same comp from Helix. Looking to finally round it out with their jungler and their mid laner. And the
Targeting the AD
Xayah
carry
ban?
here.
Yes, the
Interesting.
Xayah ban. Trying to force Spaceman Spiff, AD carry, the Tidsi onto something he may not be as familiar with.
Sejuani ban from Spaceman Smith though?
Spaceman Spiff.
And the
Sejuani
Vigar
ban.
ban again.
And the Vigar ban. Vigar does look great with this comp. It's a lot of CC, a lot of damage, a lot of area control, which is what Helix seems to be going for. Oh, it's the Olaf pick.
Olaf pick. As
Yep.
always, Grayley would default back to Olaf if it was open back in the previous season.
Just a heads up to the viewers, Olaf's ultimate just canceled the Mordekaiser ultimate. We could see this pick flex top lane onto Charmello. We'll see what Helix, or excuse me, onto Zillow. We'll see what Helix chooses to do with it.
Xin Zhao. Interesting.
Interesting pick.
I haven't seen that many Xin Zhaos lately. And the Varus with the Nami. I think the Nami buffs are in, correct? I think so. So
Nami
now
is
not
a great support right now.
so Nami's her what is that spell? Tycon? Yeah, Tycon's blessing can now be applied on spells. So this would be. I
Wow.
want to see how this works with the new Nami. And Fizz coming in for solo carry, which is a comfortable pick for him, I believe. Both Vigar and Fizz are both comfortable on him. So Xin Zhao versus Olaf, I think it's not too bad.
Yeah, I'm excited to see that matchup between Lucky Maverick and Grayley. The Xin Zhao has a strong early game too. Of course, Olaf has one of the strongest early games of with his axe, and once he gets his E, that he'll be able to really invade the jungle effectively, pressure Jin Zhao. Jin Zhao will also be able to get off a lot of early ganks, and we'll see how those two choose to pass.
Yes, I'm gonna have to agree with you a little bit here. The Fizz into Varus is a good choice. Olaf, Varus picking Varus into Olaf is kind of an interesting choice. But I feel like if Varus can position himself well enough, I think he'll be fine. It depends on Varus's build, whether he can shred Olaf and Ornn enough and Nautilus enough to just tear through the front line. There is great damage on Spaceman Spiff, but their engage is very
Indeed.
very heavy on Varus and Nami, a little bit of Orianna, and Xin Zhao goes in, but when he ults, you can't really Orianna ult right on top of him, so Mordekaiser can take someone out, but who would that be? Probably Fizz, maybe Kaisa, but he can also just take Ornn out in middle of Ornn ult, so maybe we'll see that.
Yeah,
That'd be pretty interesting.
that would be very crazy to see Mordekaiser taking out the top lane, really leaving them exposed with only Nautilus as their front line, and
Yeah,
Olaf once he gets tanky.
if Ornn ults and they're expecting the second ult to land and then Helix just goes in, but Mordekaiser just ults Ornn out of his ult. They're just like, what do
Yeah,
we do?
things could turn just like that. Yeah,
So
I'm very excited to see this Xin Zhao into Olaf. Some Olaf like to start top, make their way bot side, pressure bot lane out, and going for that early dragon. Being that Olaf can lifesteal a lot and get these dragons
hopefully
at
we can see Lucky Maverick
less
be
than a
a bit
minute.
more aggressive because he was pretty silent the first 10 to 15 minutes of last game. But we might see a big change right here.
Might, since that was a very aggressive jungle, very good one-on-one. We'll probably see them both running Challenger Smite this time around. That remains to be seen, but could be very interesting. Seeing if Shinsao opts for a more split push one-on-one skirmish smite rather than the chilling smite trying to slow down some of these Helix players.
So Olaf doesn't have a great gank potential, but he has great lanes that can give him great gank potential. Ganking top with
That
Ornn
is a
if he
great
lands a
point.
knockup, Nautilus if he lands his dredge line. Mid lane, uh, no
Mid
CC
lane will
from
be
Fizz
rough.
until ult. And Orianna is going with barrier, so she's gonna be pretty safe.
Rihanna making a great choice with barrier. Trying to avoid that fizz damage, very bursty. Set herself up for an easy lane. Orianna was doing huge damage last game. Fuzel really making great use of the ultimate.
Fuzzle did. Fuzzle did pull some good numbers, and he did try to fight as much as he could. But let's see how
What we
this
don't
game
see is that
is.
engage with Zac and Nico that we saw last game on Helix.
Yeah, it'll be pretty dependent on Nautilus landing his dredge lines. Fizz maybe catching someone with his Chum the Waters, or just Olaf coming in from a flank and just ulting right away.
Great point. Vision control is going to be huge with that Fizz, able to pick out a lot of these team members on Spaceman Spiff. I want to say Fizz could, once he gets an item or two, solo carries can probably take out Fuzel, the Titsy, and Tysa if he catches any of them alone.
That might be a possibility. And there's not that much health going on for this side of Spaceman Spiff. They're not going to really be looking forward to building tanky with the front line. While you have a good front line with Ornn, semi front lines with Olaf Nautilus, as Nautilus is a support, so you can't build that much tanky item right away, but he will scale into it.
That's a great point. Spaceman Spiff really did turn around their team comp from tanky to more of this bruiser, in your face poking, high damage comp. We'll see how they do with it. We'll probably see them opting for a little bit more dragon control.
Hopefully
That
we'll
seemed to
see
be a big problem last game,
I
was the
want to
jungle
see
objective control.
Nami spamming her Tide Caller's Blessing a lot more now that it complied to spells. You can't poke Varus Q, the piercing arrow, with Tide Caller's Blessing for more damage now. So Nami's actually pretty interesting now with poke comps if you think about it.
That's a great point.
So like if you have Zoe with Nami, you can actually do some fat damage more with Zoe now with Tide Caller's Blessing.
Yeah, Tide Caller's Blessing buff is huge for caster lane and for poke overall. I mean, that Varus could be an Ezreal, could be Kog'Maw even, another good poke champ. I'm really excited to get into this. I'm very excited for this Fizz Orianna lane. I have not seen many mid lanes be this mana hungry this early. We'll see
Yeah,
probably high skirmishes. We'll just see how it goes.
I pretty much prefer playing the Orianna in this matchup versus Fizz in my opinion. But I feel like it's a little hard for Orianna to kind of scale into the lane against Fizz. But early should not be that much of a problem. I feel like Fizz doesn't really have that much early kill potential, I feel like. Until maybe after level 4 to 6. Something like that. But the first few waves should be relatively free for Orianna to just CS, hopefully, and get some good poke in. So that Fizz doesn't just dominate onto the Orianna right after.
For sure. We'll see what solo carries is prepared for with this Orianna early game. See if Orianna can maybe poke Fizz out to lay his spike. Once Fizz gets to level 6, he's going to be a danger at all times in that lane
Yeah.
against Fuzil.
It's a little shame you can't cleanse Fizz ult, but
That's what
it's
makes
what
him such a
happens.
strong mid laner.
Cleanse is such a weird summoner. It doesn't do half the things that it should do, but
That's a good point. It does have a low cooldown. Maybe that's Riot's intention to make up with it for it. But who knows what they're thinking.
I don't know. It'd also be really interesting if they just made cleanse act like QSS fully on a summoner spell so that you don't have to build QSS as an item when you go against teams that you need it.
Welcome to Summoner's
So
Rift.
maybe we'll see. Maybe the season's just starting. It's been there for 10 seasons now, so maybe no changes, but it looks like
30 seconds until minions spawn.
Spaceman Spiff's coming up the top side now instead. The reversal of the game before.
Yeah, we're seeing both of these teams mirror each other.
Yeah.
Only difference is Spaceman Spiff sent Lucky Maverick down there to ward, just in case. Really trying to avoid this early game with Olaf and Nautilus. Could get very dangerous if these two teams
I like it
were to
though.
rush
Spaceman
this.
Minions
Spiff,
have spawned.
like Lucky Maverick, has always warded the opposite side of the jungle, no matter what they choose to do. Whether it is maybe to successfully do this red buff invade, which is a no, but
Yep, Spaceman
at least
Spiff
they get
opted
vision of the
to
buff.
back off. Same Helix. Both
And
starting
it
to
looks
set.
like Jin Zhao is going to start blue side. Right. I'm
That is
not
the
that.
one side they know that Helix has not been to. So
Not that familiar
we
with
will see the
Jin
two
Zhao's game.
junglers not marry each other. I think it's a great move by Lucky Maverick, not wanting to see that Olaf early until he gets a bit more items on him and can defend his jungle from the Olaf invade.
So it looks like standard starts right here. A little bit of CS3 going back and forth. Oriana already zoning out the Fizz, but
And we're gonna see both these junglers No, we're seeing Lucky Maverick going for the early level 3 if he goes to red buff here.
Braylee clearing out
Double
his
buff,
jungle
3
fully.
camp clear. The war just expires, missing Lucky Maverick.
Fight up here top lane. Are we gonna see the win right here? It looks like Zilla has to flash out. Charmella coming back in with the statement saying this is not the same as last game. Foozle
Huge.
Bamboozle pushing in onto solo carries. Again, the level advantage, but not the CS advantage possibly? A little bit behind. But bot lane's also pushed in.
They're gonna
Tysa
try to make
already
use.
half health.
Yeah, Charmella's gonna try to make use of his poke in lane and being able to take on the Ornn, not let the Ornn back. It should be a very interesting top lane. We see mid.
Braylee sitting right here. I think
Foozle just
he didn't
gets
see the
out.
Xin Zhao either. Fizz just okay. We're on this one.
Maverick gonna get out, securing the
But now
bot side.
Xin Zhao's gonna be able to take this scuttle before. Yes. I'm surprised like Braylee didn't see the Xin Zhao come into the river. Got it.
And we see Olaf taking the top scuttles. So far, jungler's going even in farm. As suspected, we see Xin Zhao bringing out the red smite, skirmisher saber, challenging smite. Looking to perhaps take more of these one-on-one early game fights rather than go with the chilling smite.
Almost missing the dredge line down here in the bot lane. Oriana's still kind of surviving with no mana.
Same as last game. Rihanna struggling
Same
early
as
with
last
the
game.
move.
Same as last game.
That's a big wave ready to crash against Fizz's tower, though. This might be a good chance for her to back. Yep, losing the rest of her mana, and we'll see just that. So Rihanna really making use, managing the wave well, making time for herself to back by pushing that wave to crash into Fizz's tower.
Going for two tomes. Nice little pink board, some pops. Getting some free damage here on the top lane. Zilla taking a slight health lead, but not money lead.
And are we
Okay.
going to see Xin Zhao come bot lane?
Nope, it's just gonna turn around.
Do you
Go
see
back into his jungle.
Spaceman Spiff has been able to back and are already back on the map while Helix is still getting back on the rift. I wonder if that could have translated to some dragon pressure. We do see good pink wards coming out in the tri-brush bot.
Braylee
Olaf
looking
checking
to come
dragon.
down. Gank bottom lane here. Puts the pink ward into the bush, knows that it's not warded, so he's just gonna sit there for a little bit. Is he? Foozle coming down the bot lane. Xin Zhao right here, right on top of his Olaf. Oh, the miss ultimate from Kiana. Not Kiana, Oriana. Xin Zhao comes in, flash knocks up the Olaf, but first blood goes through, but not before the axe takes out Xin Zhao. Get my champions mixed up here.
That's alright, that was a great play by both teams. Helix able to salvage a kill onto Lucky Maverick. Lucky Maverick able to... Oh, and in the top lane, Villa does it again. Yep.
Chris, I mean
Villa
Braylee
takes
going down
on
without a
Charm.
fight. Both junglers lose their flash here. Xin Zhao still kind of a level behind though. So
Yeah,
Olaf will get his ultimate up sooner. Nice wave on Foozle here to get some experience and
Oh yeah, that's great.
stabilize his lead up right here. Dredge line lands on the Nami. Flash forward from a Zingy, but doesn't make it out of that.
We see solo carries roaming for this. Pings have come out by
But Solo
Spaceman
coming from
Spiff.
behind. Is he gonna land? flashes the ultimate from Varus, but jumps right on the Nami and kills her with the ignite.
Great roam by solo carries.
Great roam, great positioning. He eat over on the back wall here to get through.
That's
And
very good
Tipsy,
use of the E. Missing that
Tipsy's
ward
the fan.
completely until it was too late for Spaceman Spiff.
Yeah, to react. Tipsy just gonna see if he can freeze the lane right here. Solo carry comes back with Xin.
And as you
Full level
predicted, we see
behind.
Grayleaf one level ahead of Lucky Maverick. Lucky Maverick. That's a great pink ward by Helix. Seeing Lucky Maverick, being able to monitor the
Really
red
gotta look out
side
for these
jungle.
bushes.
On Tysa, good to scope out the ward. Comes, cleans it up. Making sure that Fizz does not get in behind them again.
Who's just trying to see if he can come up top, but unsure.
Spaceman Spiff, warding Dragon. Trying to maintain Dragon alive. Or hopefully there's the ones that can take it. Tysa looking for something middle. Your
Straight
Foozle might be
Moby
trying to
boots.
bait.
Esports, here's the... Okay. A little bit of poke from Oriana. Just already, quarter left on the Fizz. He tried to do a fight there, but lost out completely. Or an ultimate up top lane, though. Mordekaiser has winning the trade here, making
On
Zilla
bot
flash
lane,
out again.
Lucky
Bot lane
Maverick taken down by
catching the
Tysa. By a
catching the
Zingy.
Zins out right here. Oh!
Oh, and
He
the
ran
Tizzy
for
almost
Q,
takes
but
down
still.
Groggy.
Nami turn on the... But look, oh, the beautiful bubble from Tysa, but not enough.
On a Zingy.
Still a level
Able to get
behind.
the
Not enough to get the ult in to secure that, but just got the ult right there.
Just hit level 6. Try to make something out of it with a great
Man.
attempt. Try to get out of there with her ult. Tysa was not able to.
It's hard to be a support. You gotta roam, put some wards down, but when you do that, you lose too much experience. The other support gets experience lead up, and they just capitalize on the level advantage. Level 6 advantage is pretty big.
That's a great point. The level 6 on that bot lane. On IB Groggy able to use his depth charge to really wreak
He's
havoc in the
able
bot.
to use it to get the kill off Lucky Maverick, and then Titsy really tried to kill IB Groggy, even landing his piercing arrow right as Groggy flashed, but it just wasn't enough to kill. Coming in with a Vampiric Scepter and 2 daggers, not enough to actually do enough damage with those items.
That could be the Titsy looking for more of a sustain, poke, disengage style laning in the bot lane.
Compared to Kaisen's BF sword, though, it's kind of hard to win those trades.
And we do see the stopwatch on Kaisa. Could mean that Azingi's looking to go even more aggressive. Well, we have seen Azingi in the last game use that.
Oh,
same
beautiful
stopwatch.
movement from Charmelo up here in the top lane. Amazing. Just walks behind Bella's breath on the orange so he doesn't get the char knockup. Man, Charmelo really understanding how to play against this orange is really nice. But Helix securing the drag, up 6 kills, up 2k gold right now.
Yeah, Helix making great use of their early game pressure and their early game gold lead to secure the first Ocean Dragon. This will give them 2.5% of their missing health every second.
Okay, they see the Olaf here. Are they gonna choose to fight? No, they give up the chicken to Olaf.
See Spaceman Spiff waiting till the late game when a lot of their composition comes together. They're waiting for second and third items even.
I don't know if they can afford to wait.
Yet this is an early game paced meta.
We'll see.
Whether or not there'll be a fort.
Orin lands the second part of his ultimate Fizz also land, but ults away from Fizz ult,
Great ultimate by Charmelo.
and he gets out for free right here as Xin Zhao comes up to back him up. Charmelo has really great game knowledge and how to escape some of these situations. Also, how to do some trades.
Yeah, Charmelo may be saying you did not choose to ban Mordekaiser this game, and you will be punished for it.
But Helix again, taking the Rift Herald one more time. Oh, sugar.
And the Titsy and Foozle Bamboozle both died while all that was going on top lane. Really just great map pressure by Helix coming out. We see the gold lead is now almost at 4,000 before the 15-minute mark.
Zingy up.
Fizz able to grab some tower plates off that Foozle Bamboozle desk.
Zingy's up 1,000 gold off of there, so it's gonna be really rough. Really rough for Titsy.
That is a huge, huge, huge disparity in gold by the bot lane.
Charmilla has to back up here, but looks like Ivy Grog is looking for something here as that bush is not worrying. He just sits here waiting to hook, line, and sinker this fish right here.
Yeah, they are looking for it.
Lucky
Found the
Mary
fish.
jumps onto Soul Carry, misses the ultimate. Nice try.
Great flash
Soul
by
Carry
Solo
had
Carry.
flash
Really
up
saved
ready.
it to the last moment. Using it when he had.
Now they know that the Nautilus is just applying so much pressure from just being in the bush.
Yeah, really just looming in there. And the Titsy and Tysa being wise enough
Since
to
Zhao
walk
has
up.
to ult again for the Olaf to get away from him. And
Yeah,
Olaf had to spend ult to try to get closer, but to no avail. Looks like they're trying to
great
make a move
warding.
again on the mid lane, but may be unsuccessful. Varus is still sitting down here.
Yeah, Fizz may be grabbing that Hextech Proto Belt to wave clear a bit against this Orianna.
Both bot lanes a little behind their counterpart.
Yeah, Kaisa's gold lead keeps increasing by the minute.
Fizz lands his ultimate on the Orianna. Orianna taking all the damage at maximum range. Flashes a little too late, but she still had barrier. Didn't want to pop the barrier at the right time.
And Foozle, really a great calculation by Solo Carries. Got the kill off that last Ignite tick. Great awareness of how much damage he would be doing.
And they got the kill off the red buff off the Sinzao here for Grayley.
Yeah, that's
Good use of Herald to get
challenging smite.
the first turret and second turret off bot lane here.
A lot of gold about to be in Helix's pockets when they back.
Up 6k gold now. Everyone on their team has a bounty after all. No.
See, 3 minutes ago, that gold lead was only 2k.
Now it's 6k with nice first turret, second turret, and about to be third turret up here on the top lane. Looks like the and Foozle Bamboozle gets a beautiful ultimate off the Nautilus to secure a kill. Try to get themselves back into the game. Much needed.
We see Charmelo ulting Zilla.
Ulting Zilla, but is he going to be able to kill Zilla in his ult? Ooh, misses the ultimate! Fizz comes up, trying to see if he can kill Mordekaiser right here with the help of Zilla. Zilla's
Will we
trying
see
to
Charmelo
bait the
TP?
greediness out of Charmelo. But, no, it looks like they're going to take it. Blue team takes the drag while that's happening with the kill on Grayley here, possibly. Grayley goes down. Charmelo still trying to live his life through, but goes down ultimately.
He does go down.
In mid lane turret, looks like it will go for Spaceman Spiff. As
Spaceman
top
Spiff
lane.
making great use of his roaming top and grabbing that
Oh,
drag.
Dredgeline on the Orianna. Oh, beautiful ultimate from Orianna. Stopwatch used. Ultimate from Kai'Sa to try to get a kill and try to make a play, but no. No avail. That was a beautiful
Huge
placement
play.
from
Great play
Bamboozle.
by Fuzel.
A little bit late on the stopwatch from the Kai'Sa. And even though he tried to make it out, and tried to make the best of it, Xin Zhao goes down
Solo carry
from solo carry.
to pick up Lucky Maverick on the way out.
This game is pretty more
Already
bloodthirsty
20
than
kills before 20 minutes. This is a bloodbath of a game.
The Spacemen are trying their best to get back into this game as hard as they can. Going from 1-13 to 5-15. They're trying their best to pull these moves out.
Able
And
to
it's-
collect bounties on everyone except Fizz.
And it is working. It is
Payday.
working.
Huge payday for them.
Now the gold lead is only 4,000 away.
Yep, able to decrease that gold lead by 2,000. And I hope they can. I don't know, but we'll see
Grayley
if they
coming
can keep
in
this pressure.
might possibly steal this. Ooh, had to secure it with the smite, missing the Fizz ultimate. But that's okay, as long as it doesn't get to the end the enemy team. That's the best.
And Spiff able to get out of there safely. Grayley able to keep punishing their jungle.
Top
Keep
laners still
farming.
fighting each other. I don't know if Zilla can afford to fight. Both using
Both
Flash,
flashes coming out.
but it looks like he is baiting them into his teammates. Is Charmelo gonna be able to get out? I don't think so. Is he gonna have to teleport out?
Choosing to save the teleport.
He's gonna try to execute himself here, and he did. Amazing.
Does execute, so he runs into the
Amazing.
tower, able to deny gold to Helix and save his teleport.
Amazing.
Cost him a 30-second downtime.
I got a little concerned when he was trying to do a little bit of footsies here, but he tried to buy enough time for him to not give the kill over to Zilla.
Precisely.
Charmelo still 2 deaths down, still able to fight against Zilla, which is really great movement by him.
We're seeing maps calming down. Grayley's doing a great job of punishing Lucky Maverick, clearing Lucky Maverick's jungle first, and then only then coming back to his own. Essentially getting twice the amount of jungle camps and denying Lucky Maverick from experience and gold.
Another missed ultimate from solo carry. Trying to make these plays happen, but it's just not sticking correctly. Bear's trying to get as much gold as he can. And
We see Jinjab trying to stay with the team, stay safe. Really 2 levels behind Grayley.
it's hard.
That will be huge when it comes down to objective control. Having that extra 100 true damage on Grayley's smite.
And the next objective is up in a minute. So let's see what they plan to do here. The game has calmed down a little bit, but we did hit the 20-minute mark where things will start to get a little bit out of control right here. With Infernal, these changes on the maps, they land the ultimate on the Nautilus. It'll be a free kill on Nautilus right here. It is.
There it is.
They should
Great
be able to
Lord
secure
pressure.
the first Infernal, possibly. Fizz comes up from the bottom side.
And this
They
will
know
be
he's
my
a bear.
favorite Dragon Soul. Infernal Soul coming out. You see the walls have torn down around red and blue both.
They're moving right onto Grayley here. Gonna kill him, possibly. He has to flash away. Charmelo taking some damage from Zilla, but still being front line. Grabs onto Ornn ults right here, but he ults the Ornn out of the way.
Oh,
Ultimate goes down.
great ultimate by
Amazing.
Lucky Maverick.
Amazing Charmelo play right here. Ults the Ornn out of the way so they can, so he second ultimate doesn't go through, and they're
Great
able to
play by
secure
Charmelo.
the Infernal Drag. Xin Zhao ulting Fizz out of the way, so Fizz's ult doesn't do any damage to him.
I saw
Oh.
that. That was a great, quick thinking by Lucky Maverick. Getting Fizz outside of his ultimate circle. Able to negate that damage. And
So
we
I-
see Oriana backing. hopefully just reset the map, get farm back on their champions. And we'll see Grayley coming back onto the Rift.
Spacemen are really trying their best right here.
I'll say Spaceman Spiff slowly coming back into the game. Now that gold lead is looking like 3,500.
Less than 4 now, so they're crawling back. They're crawling back. They got 2 kills up. They still need to get the bounty off the Fizz, but Fizz has Death Crown now.
And he has a
Upgraded Death Cap.
stopwatch.
And the stopwatch. So it looks like he is going
a
for
celebrity
Zonya's as his
champion.
third item.
And Zonya, I don't know what you think, Hot Honey, but Zonya's is a very powerful item. You see
It is, and they catch here the stopwatch off the Oriana though, missing the fizzle. Beautiful stopwatch, but she only owns one person. Varus follows up with the CC, and they kill the Nautilus right here. Beautiful.
Beautiful play.
That was beautiful Zonya's right here. Off the Oriana. Amazing play.
One of the many uses of the Zonya's Hourglass, only on a 2-minute cooldown.
And both top laners are fighting down here, but looks like Charmelo losing this exchange here. Oh, beautiful E from Mordekaiser to pull Zilla out of the way. Man, I really love Charmelo using his spells to his maximum efficiency here. And Charmelo's Mordekaiser is really pleasant to watch.
Charmelo's playing a great game on the Mordecai. They're very aware of what his kit offers the team.
Yeah, the way he did his that scratch there was amazing. Oh, botched ultimate again from Fizz, but ultimate from Xin Zhao.
Charmelo coming in.
Charmelo, nothing.
Nothing. Helix able to disengage that fight.
Ultimate. I mean, teleport is still up for Zilla, so he might have to teleport in right here if they do start a fight.
Zilla may be looking to save his teleport and run up instead.
But is he gonna make it in time is the question. It looks like the carries are separating from the front line. Not enough to catch if Solo Carry had his ultimate, but he goes in anyways! Zingit goes in right on Titsy, but it looks like Lucky Maverick goes down.
Stopwatch.
Carmelo coming in! Grayley kills Bamboozle, but Titsy kills a Zingy when a Zingy tried to solo kill Titsy. Man, looks like a 2 for 2 here. Jungle and mid for Spaceman, and jungle for and AD carry for Helix here.
Titsy getting a bounty of his own. That gold lead looking only
lands on Titsy. Titsy goes down immediately. Beautiful bubble from Nami. Oh! Mordekaiser ult right on top of Fizz. Can he get out? Fizz goes down, but it looks like Charmelo's luck has also run out.
Wow.
Oh man.
Able to collect the bounty though.
He did. He did catch the bounty. I think it was a little worth. 450 extra gold. Now the gold lead is still below 4,000, but they're making it.
Spaceman Spiff hanging in there. Definitely hanging in there.
The kill lead has shrunk even more, I think. I think it was kind of the same. I think it's still kind of the same, but 11-19, closer, a little bit closer, but we're starting to see these team fights kind of mesh itself out.
And we see Spaceman Spiff able to control these team fights how they want to by separating and having many skirmishes going on during the same team fight rather than fighting all together and being susceptible to these huge Ornn ultimate plays.
That was great though. Titsy was able to survive the onslaught from Zingy when he tried to solo kill him and then kill him back. While Fuzzle, Bamboozle, Charmelo, and Lucky Maverick had a really beautiful 3v3, but here it is fighting again. Flash from Lucky Maverick had to get out and ult away, but Grayley had to ult as well. Chugging his axes, trying to move, but his solo carry is gonna try to get an ultimate in. His ultimate lands on Fuzzle Bamboozle, takes about half of his health, but no follow. Nami ultimate only gets one person, kind of. Varus ultimate goes in. Ornn ultimate's here. Is he gonna get second ultimate from Ornn comes in. Xin Zhao comes back in. Charmelo fighting from the front line. Xin Zhao goes down. Varus just hitting. Charmelo doing the damage on the team.
coming
Oh,
at
he
him.
goes down though, but he's not without a fight trying to kill all the 3 members just by himself. Chamorro coming in.
Rayleigh dead. Spaceman Spiff able to control the second Infernal Dragon. And they have their sights
Oh
set on
man.
the mid lane. While Solo
Charmelo
carries
holding
too weak to
down.
continue. Has to back.
Holding down the fort by himself while
Doing a
Varus,
great
Oriana, Nami,
job.
and Xin Zhao just try to kill Rayleigh and a Zingy on their own. Focusing Gray down first, then a Zingy. And then following up trying to save Charmelo, but Charmelo, man, he's a fighter. He's not going down. He's not backing up. He just wants to go in.
Took 2 down with him. In the middle of all that chaos. He saw the rest of Spaceman Spiff just kiting Zilla out. Letting Charmelo take care of solo carries. And only then engaging into Helix. And here we
Even
see
though
both
Xin Zhao is
Baron control setup.
a little bit behind with 6 deaths, he still makes a statement here, and he still tries to get in these fights, even if he is behind. Really give him props for that.
Great points. Able to keep up in levels, not so much CS. But still able to make use of his
Ultimate lands on the Varus, though. It's gonna hurt a little bit. Oh, the Varus goes down. The whole team goes down. Oh man.
Great use of the waters by solo carries. Able to catch out 3 on Spaceman Spiff. And that's just the danger of Fizz in the jungle.
Oh! Oh, so close. So close. So close. But I think that's a death right there for Fuza Bamboozle.
Fuza Bamboozle not
Zingy does have his ultimate up, so he could choose to fight for this. But it looks like Fuza's gonna try to suicide here with full health, though. That's a little tough.
Ambitious play here.
But he's gonna do it right here.
He gets it to go.
Amazing. Distracts them enough so they don't push down the mid lane as fast. As Varus and Charmela are back up now.
Carries all the way back.
But he still will just take the turret and they're going to be happy with it. Drag is up in about 2 minutes, a little bit over 2 minutes, 2.5 minutes over.
We see a lot of wave clear on Spaceman Spiff's side. I have no doubt they'll be able to hold down this base and really endure the Helix onslaught. Whether or not they can make use of their wave clear, we'll see. They seem to be already.
Varus going full on hit with the Witch End. That's what I like to see, baby.
Oh, that Wit's End, great item.
I love that style of Varus. I love it. Solo carry trying to go for a pick, putting his pink ward right there. Trying to see if he can eke out another kill.
Looking.
Oh, he jumps
Maverick
over.
Finds him.
Sees Lucky Maverick. And he's pretty sure he's down.
Gets it.
Blast cones in. Just at the right time, knowing he's there.
Great use of the blast.
Rayleigh with the
Save
GA.
abilities.
Now he can dive in without any worry. But they're still having a hard time trying to push us in, waiting for minions to come down on the mid lane. But instead they might opt towards bot lane instead. Even though they're up 1 person. He's gonna have the Fizz here with the Baron minions, just kinda dilly-dally.
Oh, ID
Knowledge
groggy.
Dreadline tries to get it in there, but minions
Did
came
catch
just
a
in
minion.
time.
Great use by the Tidsi to get those minions in the way of him and the dredge line.
They're gonna have to give up
Get
this
caught
spot
up.
lane turret.
They do give up bot lane turret. That Baron buff still on them.
How much more time left is on this Baron buff?
The Baron buff just came off. We'll see Helix back up, get some farm in the jungle, get some items. And prepare for the dragon coming up in 15 seconds. This would be huge if Spaceman Spiff could do anything about it.
But it doesn't look like they will, so they give up the Infernal over. The first Infernal for Helix. So it'll be 3 drags versus 2 still. So Spacemen do have an advantage in the drag still a little bit. Gonna have to wait another 5 minutes for the next one to spawn though. And those 5 minutes could be the end of the game, ladies and gentlemen. Xin Zhao might be caught out right here.
Disparity.
Oh, the flash from the Norse, but the ult from Xin Zhao pushes him back out!
Great Shinzao.
Amazing. I think Ivy Groggy tried to just flash auto him right there, but
Yeah, Lucky Maverick has just been too quick with his ultimates, getting out of a lot of these sticky situations with it.
yeah, looks like they're just gonna take it slow a little bit, take the top lane turret. Solo carrier's gonna distract them a little bit in the mid lane, doing a little dance.
Yeah,
The bot lane is being
Helix does
pushed
look
in.
top, trying to push in all the lanes, get ready to siege. It's looking like they want to take down top tower. And Spaceman
does
is
have-
in position for this
Yes,
for this
he's in
defense of the top tower. Spaceman Spiff does not have is a front line, though Charmelo's doing his best to protect the carries from taking unnecessary poke damage. And what he does not block, Nami can always heal up. And Oriana with the shield will also keep them topped off. Foozle
Foozle
just
Bamboozle just
missing
barely
some-
eked out that recall. Grabs onto Zilla. Charmelo. Zilla just dashes away.
He finds the ward. And here,
Baron is up in 45 seconds.
Spaceman Spiff not afraid to walk up.
There might be another catch here. Ultimate on Zhao pushes himself great. Ult
Correct.
just doesn't take the damage. Ult for ult. Okay. Okay. They might just start a fight here though.
Solo
Ooh,
carry
almost
only on
grabs
40
a
seconds
zingy
cooldown.
there. Tide Collar to push them in a little forward, but a little bit south. Lord Ultimate goes down.
Up.
Carmelo
just
oh, he
getting-
dies before he ults away. Grayley right onto Varus. But are they gonna be able to turn this fight?
Fighting
No, Varus
Not
goes
able to
down.
do anything.
Nami goes down.
Solo carries just cleaning
Oh,
house in the
yeah. Frozen lives. Oh, he lives.
Wow.
He Zonia's his ultimate.
Oh, and it just
Zingy.
misses.
Zingy's missile barely reaches the longest, but not enough to reach towards him. Can Foozle just hold down this fort by himself though?
Fooz's got to hold down for 15 seconds. At least let
He's trying.
Charmelo get back on the map.
He's trying his best here.
No ult.
Land
He
60
does have
from
ult.
Grayley. It's gonna be a little. Oh, he's gonna go down, and I think that is the second game here. Can Charmelo still has ult, but he uses it on his
Helix looking
knees.
for more.
Can he? Xin Zhao comes in trying to save the game.
Varus
Really
on-
goes down because Varus is a
Up
monster.
crazy.
He gets a chance.
Great defense by Spaceman Spiff, able to let this game go on a little longer.
Spaceman still barely holds on. Nexus half health.
Have Hell's Nexus, great defense.
The next
by
team
Spaceman
fight
Spiff.
is gonna
Middle
count.
inhibitor
unless we see
down.
what happens.
Only top lane turret still standing. The bottom inhibitor is up for grabs if Helix can make a play bot. We'll see.
So it is a 3v3. But Varus Titsy's still bot lane, so I don't think they're gonna be able to contest this Baron.
Yeah,
Kaisa can take down Baron pretty quick
now.
though, that's the
Gonna
problem.
get red buff on his way up.
Since I was just
Like,
hiding
never
behind
know
this
what's going
wall. Just hiding behind this wall, because he knows that he might know that Fizz is there.
Smart move. A Lucky Maverick. I wonder if he could see the buff go down in his
In his position? I don't think so.
position. We see the huge bonus of having Ornn on your team are these upgraded items. See Rabadon's Death Crown on Fizz, Obsidian Cleaver on Olaf,
Oh, they might be able to catch. Oh,
and a
ultimate.
fight coming out.
Oh, they take down Solo K right away right there, but they have to
Just
spend a
in
lot
time
of
for the
resources
dragon.
just for him.
This Dragon Soul would be
Rayleigh
huge.
is nowhere near this drag. Drag Soul goes over to Spaceman, and that's a huge team fight bonus.
Grabbing the Dragon Soul. Huge poke abilities. The buff resets its on-hit effect every 3 seconds. This is a huge buff.
That was
Now,
a great catch from Spaceman.
we're not...
On
Spaceman's
Solo
Spiff was
K. Ultimate onto the Nautilus.
big fight coming out.
It looks like
Melo
Zilla
taking down
disconnected
IP
possibly.
Froggy.
And Spaceman takes that advantage right there and
There's
then.
able to grab that.
But the bottom bottom inhibitor is pushed in, so they might. Looks like they are moving towards getting that inhibitor possibly.
And in this, hopefully, little piece before they fight, I just want to point out the great job Grayleigh has done to shut down Lucky Maverick. Lucky Maverick still is yet to complete an item after his Skirmisher Saber. Really building to help
Charmelo
the team.
is trying to help against this team right here.
Oh, we see the backdoor coming out by Grayleigh.
What is Grayleigh's 1v1ing the Mordekaiser?
Wow.
The team recalls just enough time.
Crazy.
Decides not to do Baron and helps out trying to survive this game, which was an interesting call from Grayleigh. Nice attempt, but Zingy was not there to follow up.
And we see Lucky Maverick completing the Dead Man's Plate. And gonna look to complete a lot more items. Meanwhile, the Tidsi is full build. And Foozle Bamboozle approaching full build in the mid lane, about 2 items off.
Solo carry missing his carrot throw.
Yep.
I think he's like
What we were talking about with the
60-40.
Olaf. Because he can upgrade these items, he's given the Helix team about a 3k gold lead, which is not reflected in the total team gold up above on your screens.
They can choose to do Baron real fast right here with Varus. And they're doing so right here. Baron already half health down. Their positioning right here is going to be key in this next team fight.
Ornn ult coming out.
Ornn ult lands, but
They stopped
Charmelo
the Baron.
still just stopping the onslaught right here by himself. Oh my god.
Going in.
Beautiful
Foozle.
team fight from Spaceman. Charmelo's down, but Varus is still up. Can Varus do it? Varus is just shooting like a machine right here. Can he kill Solo carry with his kill?
Quadra kill.
The flash from Tyson trying to get up there, but
Solo
no.
carry.
Is Solo carry gonna go in by himself to end the game on his own?
This is a base race. The Titsy and Tysa taking on solo carries. Solo carries at 400 health.
Oh my goodness,
Yeah,
is he
there
gonna
you
do
go.
it? Oh, Titsy is gonna have to
And the Titsy
recall right
plays it
here.
safe, decides it's
They're
not
gonna play
worth it.
safe. Can they make it in time? They can definitely make it in time.
Solo carries getting attacked by these minions.
Oh, the
They
piercing
were
arrow
just
doesn't
missed
land,
by Titsy.
and the ultimate's just there to slow him down.
And the solo carries
Great
just
call
let
from
it get
Solo
away.
K, just to go for the inhibitor so they don't lose their own inhibitor.
Great
Man.
call out solo carries. Apply the pressure even with 400 health.
Titsy.
After just a great team fight by the Titsy.
Titsy being brave enough to flash in between the two tanks just to kill a Zingy, and then stands there and machine guns down the two tanks.
Machine guns them down. Couldn't put it better. Brings them
That's
down.
what you get when you get on hit
Grabs
Varus,
them
man.
width and board. Ginsu's just absolutely shredding through these 3,000 health tanks.
You have to have no fear
5,000
when you do
health
this.
on Ornn.
Elder
Titsy
is not
just
up for another minute and a half, but it
shredding
looks like
through.
Helix is trying to put wards down around it.
We see Charmelo clearing the Baron pit. Not gonna get
Looks
the
like
ward behind Baron, but
they're just gonna force this inhib and maybe end the game right here if they don't recall back in time. Varus is doing the wolves though.
Titsy. Grabbing more gold, absolute build. Might be trying to stack his Ginsu before a possible fight.
Oh, Zilla using great game knowledge on his W to just eke out enough space to not get death grasp.
Great. Just great play by Charmelo.
It's tough right now. It's really tough for Spaceman. The minions are pushed in enough where Helix will be able to get Baron. Grayley had to ult for Baron for some reason. But Ornn ults away just to distract him.
Holding them off.
Just gonna whack him down
Maverick.
enough. Varus missing his
Maybe
ultimate
able to
on the team.
disengage. Charmelo.
Charmelo's ult misses
ultimate. Miss.
on the flash from Nautilus. Flashed out of range just barely. And it looks like Solo
We
Carry's
see
gonna try to end the game with a
Ivy
Zinni over here
Groggy
coming from
trying
the
to
top
stop
lane.
some of the backs, not able to.
Ivy Groggy stops with the
Solo
wave.
carries looking
Mordekaiser.
for the final minion.
Chris
Unable.
Grayley kills Lucky Maverick, but the rest were able to back in time. Elder Drag is coming up right now.
And this 6k gold leader is getting more or less and less meaningful as the game goes on.
Ooh! Fuzzle Bamboozle almost gets Solo Carry out of the game. Elder Drake is up without
Looking for
her
Elder
jungler.
Drake. A Zingy,
Is Spaceman
down to
gonna be able to
8,000.
take it? Without the
7,000.
jungler.
4-2.
Oh! That was really
Nice.
close, really close. Stolen from a Zingy, I mean, captured from a Zingy, so they almost had a sliver chance to try it. Elder Drake's really big buff. 44 minutes in the
Elder
game.
Drake
Finally, Elder
huge
Drake comes down.
buff. So what the Elder Drake buff is gonna do for them is
Why not?
when their opponents get to 15% health, it's gonna be an automatic execute. And whether or not we'll see it remains to be seen. I tell you, it's a huge, huge buff.
I still feel like that's like one of the worst things to implement into this game. But it does help close out
super
games.
controversial. It does help speed these games up at the end.
That's an execute right there, maybe? No.
And the
enough
heal,
shield?
Lucky Maverick able to get
ultimate
back
for
up.
2 people from Oriana.
The Tipsy
Charmelo
stacking up the
ultimate.
Ginsu.
Top lane, Solo Carry goes down, killed by Fuzzle Bamboozle.
Carmelo on Zilla.
Top lane, sacrifice into the enemy team.
And are these
Legendary
minions?
from Tipsy.
No, these minions are gonna get
He's
stopped.
gonna get destroyed from Tipsy with the great wave there. As Helix tries to stack themselves. Looks
Oh,
like
and
they're not gonna try to back
Helix
over here.
backs up. We're perhaps thinking to try and backdoor, but decide not to. And we just see a
Oh, Tipsy coming in, almost gets caught out, but he had GA and his team was behind him, so I don't think it was
Zingy Lucky Maverick.
necessary. But right here, a
Rayleigh
Zingy
coming in, hopefully to the rescue.
switching GAs with each other. Ultimate miss from
and
Fuzzle
there's
Bamboozle, execute onto Tipsy.
Execute coming out by Rayleigh.
Knock up,
This is
able to secure
Elder
Grayley
Dragon
here,
buff.
hopefully. Oh, Bubble was a little too early. And was able to secure 2 kills for 2. Oh, but theirs is down. That's a really big portion of the
5,000
damage right
gold.
there. $46 minutes,
We're
still
all
doing
gonna
okay.
clear the cache.
It's gonna be one.
Yes.
Looks like the game's gonna be a little bit longer. Let's see if it hits an hour.
See if it hits an hour.
30 to 37, 67
See
kills.
Lucky Maverick hopefully completing his Spirit Visage soon. Still only at 3 items. Or only 2 right now. No, most players, most champions in the game are approaching full build already.
Mordekaiser still needs an item. Ultimate goes down onto him, but neglected. I think he's close to his Ionians there, Mordekaiser. Needs a little bit more gold to get there.
He should be seen. I wonder if Nautilus has more gold than Xinjiao at this point.
They're selling his boots for Bloodthirster.
Yeah, I'd be groggy with more gold than Lucky Maverick. 47 minutes in the game. Really great by Helix to shut down Lucky Maverick. And you saw Grayley do it early game, steal camps as often as he could. Now Lucky Maverick's paying the price for that.
But he's still. Zhao's still applying himself in these fights, though.
Still
Gives him-
applying himself.
still
Got
applying.
1 minute to Baron.
Body blocking some stuff as best he can. Baron's coming up in a minute. 2 on Elder.
We see a huge ward score by Taisa. At the big triple digits. Not letting anything be seen on the Rift.
I'd be groggy almost there as well at 96.
96 up.
Oh, there's caught by the.
Caught out.
Oh,
No
the-
GA.
Oh no! It's the
Able to
win!
get the shield.
Oh no!
Oh, it
He
just
still
missed
keeps
the
going.
redemption
That
heal.
looks like this is possibly the end of the game right here.
This be it.
Then Zhao trying his best to stall as Charmelo comes up
Never
to assist.
Stalls.
Bamboozle,
These death
bamboozle.
timers are now 1 minute.
So that's 1 for 3 though. Can they survive this?
Just a great job by solo carries. Even 50 minutes into the game, looking for these skirmish.
They might just go straight for the
Charmelo
inhibitor.
running straight out at Ivy Grog.
Charmelo ulting Ivy Grog, but not enough
Oh, we
damage.
see Helix
And
go
looks like they're gonna
straight for
close
the
the
next
game here.
hit.
Oh
That's
man,
all.
48-minute game.
It's a really great game, I thought, by Spaceman Spiff to hang in there 48 minutes. And Helix just doing it. Great job to close him out.
Look at that Varus damage, baby. 52,000. That's what I like to see. But man, just a little bit out of placement, and that's it. That's the game right there.
That's it. Just catches him
Solo carry finally landing an ultimate that can
Finish
actually win
it
the
out.
game.
And we see more damage being done by Spaceman Spiff, but just not enough damage, it seems.
It's tough.
I want to
The
see how
damage
much
numbers is
damage
great.
Ornn took. Ornn was sitting at 6,000 health towards the end of the game.
If only Lucky
He's a
Maverick
true tank.
got some more gold in the beginning of the game would have definitely turned around. But he had to
Oh,
play
for
with a
sure.
huge deficit.
Greatly able to just shut him down. Crazy. And we see Mordekaiser and great damage taken numbers. Able to tank for the team, even though he was only with 1-2 items most of the game.
Yeah, he did live. He did live a long time in those team fights. I mean, he was turning them around for Spaceman Spiff.
Yeah, Spaceman Spiff. We saw a complete 180 with their comp, too. I thought a lot. Oh, and now he just controlling the rift. Really Tyson
110,
and IB
yeah, 50
Groggy
minutes.
doing their work as
Konami.
support.
Everyone on
Working
Spaceman
way
having
around.
at least 40 ward score. Could use a little work here on Helix to get those numbers up.
Oh, no doubt. Helix
But
controlling vision. Not as effective as Spaceman Spiff.
man,
Perhaps why Spaceman Spiff was able to contend for so long was their vision control and able to react other sides of the map, despite taking an early 6,000 gold deficit at 15 minutes.
that's a shame. Selling those boots just for BT. I wanted to get just a little bit caught out at the end.
Yeah.
Hate to see that.
Hate to see.
Well, welcome everyone back. That was the first frickin' match. The Amo stepping back in here and rolling on down. You guys jump up to the post-game. So as we jump into, we're gonna pull up an interview here. That was an absolute, great correct, its first match coming in. This game 2 in particular, it seems like everyone was a little stretched out, but we'll pull this guy up. And welcome Froggy to the post-match interview. You've been selected.
Hey, I be groggy, man. Great vision control. First and foremost. A lot of vision for Helix, man. And back-to-back Nautilus games. That's something you've been practicing?
Yeah, a ton.
What do you like most that Nautilus brings to the bot lane matchup?
He's just got a lot of control, a lot of CC. It's pretty good.
No doubt, no doubt.
Yeah, Tysa did choose to play Enchanter's Janna into that the first game, and then picked Nami first in the second game, and we just picked Nautilus again. But I felt like you were pretty comfortable against those supports, considering you also played them a little bit, and you also
I
prefer
knew
to play
that.
against those.
Yep.
And as the game
That's right.
progressed, how did your role as support, maybe other players aspiring to be as effective as a support as you, how did your mindset change as the game progressed in game 2 specifically?
I was a little shaky the first game, and kind of picked it up, and we dominated laning phase that time around.
Is there anything you guys did differently in the second game that maybe accounted for that lane dominance?
Just more aggressive in lane. Not afraid to throw out some hooks.
Okay.
In the first game, the first 20 minutes was pretty slow, and then you guys picked it up and ended it 8 minutes in. The second game went almost to 50 minutes. Did you expect that game to go that long, even though you were dominating in the first 20 minutes, up like 14 kills, and then you came in, it's like 30-30, and it's like, what's going on?
Yeah, we were trolling a little bit.
Okay.
We got ahead and started trolling a little bit.
Yeah, and you guys did great to control the dragon bot lane, really coordinating with Grayly in the jungle too. Just here back to back. Is it 4 dragons? 4-1 dragons in the first game?
Yep.
Yeah, great game. Really impressed by what you and Azingi bring to the bot lane this season.
Yeah, hopefully I can get rid of the shakiness.
That'll come over time. You got like 8 more games to go, I think. 10 more games.
Yep.
No, just 8. Yeah, there's 2 more. There's 4 more weeks, so you got 8 more of these official games, then the playoffs. So starting off with 2-0, it's pretty nice. How do you feel?
Pretty good. Pretty good. Hoping to improve.
So what's your takeaway from these 2 games to help improve on yourself?
I just gotta play a lot more.
Fair
Get on the
enough.
grind.
Get on the grind.
True.
Like that.
It's true.
Now, as a, I'll be right, as a support player in the bot lane, watching that game, we see Tysa move a lot to the mid lane and look for plays, whereas you and Azingi stay more in the bot lane and choose to punish. What are some of the ways you can punish when Tysa moves to mid lane to look for a gank?
Could push in the wave and try and get a fight with them, or I can go around and ward and whatnot. I don't know.
Yeah, great point. You guys did it best in game 2. Tysa went mid, came back still level 5, and you were able to collect a double kill, being that you guys had collected the wave, earned that experience, and got into level 6 before Tyson the Tidsi.
Yep.
Well, yeah, great game, man.
Yeah,
Any last words for your fans out there?
Nope.
All right.
Nope.
Nope. I be groggy. Last words. Well, man, I think we all look forward to seeing more of your gameplay throughout the rest of the season.
Yeah.
Hopefully you can improve a little bit. Your early game is really great. Really great pressure, really great at understanding how the lane goes. You're always, I feel like you're always a level up on Taisa, so you're able to win that advantage once the 6 comes and happens. But after that, a little bit, maybe a little bit more improvement on the ward score.
Yeah.
You know, I see you try to flash initiate on some of the stuff, and you got thrown out by Zinzao in the second game.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. Didn't think about that.
Yeah, since I just had a great day with his ultimate, was able to get out of a lot of those situations.
yeah,
Get our jail free card.
but it's all right. I hope to see more from you. I hope to see more from Helix, and maybe we'll see another team that can punish you guys in the early game, because I feel like the early game for bot lane is the strongest part of Helix right now.
Yep.
Okay, well, thank you, IB Grog. You can slip on out here, and we'll finish it up with the casters. What do you? Before I close it on out, what do you guys have left to say about the first match of the season?
Man, great time. Both teams really showing out. I'm excited for what these comps are going to bring. These teams are going to be playing this season.
I felt like the first game, Spaceman wasn't that comfortable going in with the Scion into the Ornn. But when Charmelo gets the Mordekaiser, it felt like he was really comfortable on it. The tenacity from Spaceman is really commendable that they were able to pull through from such a huge deficit in the beginning of the second game.
No doubt.
And they played it long enough for 50 minutes, which is really great. They tried their best, even though most of their players were kind of behind. They were able to crawl themselves back up and still fight and almost win the game. Just a little bit of a misplay, and that's really what cost the game. The first game, after 20 minutes, they got a little bit rolled over. The fast pace just really hit them, and they couldn't really adapt very well. But hopefully they can start to adapt very well going forward. And Helix has a very strong early, but a little bit hard to get themselves rolling once the team starts to fight back. But that's why it took a little bit of 50 minutes on the second game, but we're able to close it out really well on the first game.
For sure.
Well, I think that is a really good summation of the first match. Once again, that was Helix 2-0ing Spaceman Spiff in the Ionian division to start off the Casual Esports Amateur League Season number 2. We're going to transition over here real quick to let you guys know about what's coming up later this week. So if you go to the Schedules tab, it looks like we got a bunch of blank spots in here. Get on your division refs to make sure that they're inputting the start times on when your matches so when people can see them. But I have the caster schedule because I get to cheat. So tomorrow it looks like we have the Aggressive Enchanters versus Moondolicious coming. I think that's out of the Demacia division. On Friday there are 3 possible matchups coming up of the Misclicks versus Stars United Esports Club out of Noxian, Broken R Button versus Blood Oath Kings out of Noxian, and then Dead Allegiance versus, I think it's Washed Up One Tricks out of Ionian. On Saturday, we got possibilities of this team versus Piltover Team 3, who I don't think has named themselves properly. And later than that, we may get into Team Billy versus Fiesta Fathers coming on next week. There is a slew of matches on Sunday. When I say slew, I mean Flow Gaming versus this team again. I don't know why this team has 2 names. Whatever. And then we have SEAL Team 6 versus Sentinels. What's the next one? Oh, come on. Oh, great. Now the site crashes. Really? Of course it's safe. Okay. Well, I know there's about 5 more matches now that the website crashed on me and won't pull up. There it goes. Who is this one? Avatars of Runeterra versus Cloud 10. Bronze 5 Age versus Team Renegas. Ravenous Kumquats versus Anarchy Blue. Shien Samurais versus Kamikaze Penguins. Monday we have Reformed Cats versus Team Tempest, and Gold Swamp Salamanders versus the Dirty Cheese. So, ton of matches coming up. Make sure you follow us on Twitch here. You go over to the YouTube and follow us on there, where all matches this season will be posted in there. If you want to make your clips, you can make it once the stream is done. Don't forget to follow us on Twitter, where we announce other things, but mostly it's just announcement of when our stuff gets posted. And follow us there. We'll follow you back, yada, yada, yada. And don't forget to check out hashtag promotion for people's personal streams or logos or some tools to help you get better at League. And we have a future opportunity coming with improvement as well, so stay tuned for that. I think I got all the end credits parts done. Do you guys have anything else to say before we say goodnight?
I think Polina plays tomorrow.
Oh, we do play. Delicious playing tomorrow. Come check us out at 8:30 Eastern Standard Time, I believe.
You feeling confident in playing?
I am. I'll be playing AD carry, and just looking forward to it. It's gonna be a lot of fun.
Well,
Got Hiaris and AJ that I've played with before. Should be and in other tournaments before, should be a good team. I think we're ready.
I'm excited for more action coming out tomorrow and every day, I think, this week. So also schedules for week 2 are up, so schedule your match for that. And I really think I've said everything now. So I think we're going to sign on off here. So thank you very much, and you guys all have a good night. You guys can say good night.
Good night.
Good night.